When disease affects our appearance, it's hard to ignore, and alopecia is hard to hide. Balding is bad enough, but with alopecia you get those patchy bald spots that look so unnatural. Today, we're diving into a topic on the top of many people's minds, alopecia. So how can trace minerals play a role in hair regrowth? Before we get into that, let's quickly understand what alopecia is and the different types it encompasses. Just a note, don't forget, this video is for educational purposes only. Please consult a licensed healthcare professional if you have any questions or concerns. Let's start. Alopecia can be classified into various types, including androgenetic alopecia, alopecia areata, telogen effluvium, and scarring alopecia. Each type presents distinct characteristics and mechanisms, highlighting the diverse nature of this condition. What is alopecia? While the exact cause of alopecia remains elusive, scientific research suggests a multifactorial cause involving genetic predisposition, hormonal imbalances, autoimmune factors, and environmental triggers. These factors can interact and contribute to the development and progression of different types of alopecia. Androgenetic alopecia. Androgenetic alopecia, also known as male or female pattern baldness, is the most common type of alopecia. It is characterized by a progressive thinning of hair in a specific pattern, primarily influenced by genetic and hormonal factors. Research indicates that the gene for androgen receptor, AR, plays a crucial role in androgenetic alopecia, modulating hair follicle sensitivity to androgens. Alopecia areata. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune disorder where the immune system mistakenly attacks the hair follicles, leading to patchy hair loss. Recent studies have identified several immune-related genes and immune cells, such as T cells, natural killer cells, and cytokines, implicated in the pathogenesis of alopecia areata. Telogen effluvium. Telogen effluvium is a temporary form of hair loss caused by various triggers such as stress, hormonal changes, nutritional deficiencies, medications, or underlying medical conditions. It disrupts the normal hair growth cycle, causing a shift from the growing, anagen phase to the resting telogen phase. Scientific evidence suggests that telogen effluvium involves alterations in hair follicle signaling pathways and an imbalance in the ratio of anagen to telogen hairs. Scarring alopecia. Scarring alopecia, also known as cicatricial alopecia, results from the destruction of hair follicles, leading to permanent hair loss. The exact mechanisms underlying scarring alopecia vary depending on the specific subtype. Inflammatory processes, immune system dysfunction, and fibrosis contribute to the destruction of hair follicles and subsequent scarring. Now that you know the different kinds of alopecia, let's dive into how trace minerals play a role in hair loss. What are trace minerals? Trace minerals, also known as trace elements, refer to minerals that are required by the body in very small amounts but are still crucial for various physiological processes. These minerals are distinct from macrominerals, which are needed in larger quantities. Trace minerals are typically present in the body in minute concentrations, but their importance should not be overlooked due to their essential roles. Trace minerals play a role in hair growth and can potentially contribute to the management and possible reversal of alopecia. While the research on the specific effects of trace minerals on alopecia is limited, here are some ways in which they may be beneficial. Zinc. Zinc is involved in numerous cellular processes, including hair follicle development and protein synthesis. It is also necessary for DNA and RNA synthesis, which are crucial for hair follicle cell division. Zinc has been suggested to play a role in hair growth and may have a positive impact on certain types of alopecia, such as telogen effluvium. However, further research is needed to establish a definitive link. Iron. Iron deficiency, specifically iron deficiency anemia, can contribute to hair loss and may worsen existing alopecia. Iron is a vital component of hemoglobin, which carries oxygen to the hair follicles. Insufficient iron levels can lead to reduced oxygen supply to the hair follicles, affecting their growth and maintenance. Ensuring adequate iron intake, either through diet or supplementation, may be beneficial in cases of iron deficiency-related alopecia. Selenium. Selenium is an antioxidant trace mineral that contributes to the overall health of hair follicles. It helps protect the cells from oxidative stress, which can impact hair growth and lead to hair loss. While the research specifically focused on alopecia is limited, selenium's role in promoting healthy hair follicles suggests its potential benefit in managing certain types of alopecia. Copper. Copper is involved in the synthesis and stabilization of collagen and elastin, which are crucial components of the hair structure. Copper deficiency may impact hair health and contribute to hair thinning or loss. Again, further studies are needed to understand the specific relationship between copper and alopecia. At last, we will go over iodine. Iodine is an essential mineral required for the synthesis of thyroid hormones, specifically thyroxine, T4, and triiodothyronine, T3. These hormones are vital for regulating metabolism, growth, and development throughout the body, including the hair follicles. Several factors can influence the absorption of iodine in the body. These factors include dietary factors. The composition of an individual's diet can affect iodine absorption. Certain foods, such as those containing goitrogens, substances that interfere with iodine uptake, can inhibit iodine absorption. Cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower, as well as soy products, are examples of goitrogenic foods that may impact iodine absorption when consumed in large quantities. Iodine content in food. The iodine content of the food consumed directly affects iodine absorption. Foods rich in iodine, such as seafood, seaweed, and iodized salt, provide more available iodine for absorption. Gut health. The health and integrity of the gastrointestinal tract play a role in iodine absorption. Conditions that affect gut function, such as malabsorption disorders or gastrointestinal surgery, can impair the absorption of iodine and other nutrients. Interactions with other nutrients. Certain nutrients can interact with iodine absorption. For example, deficiencies in other trace minerals like selenium can affect iodine utilization and metabolism. Adequate selenium levels are necessary for optimal iodine absorption and the synthesis of active thyroid hormones. Medications and supplements. Some medications and supplements can interfere with iodine absorption or utilization. For instance, high doses of certain minerals, such as calcium or iron supplements, taken simultaneously with iodine supplements, can reduce iodine absorption. Additionally, certain medications, such as antithyroid drugs or even fluoride, may affect iodine metabolism and utilization. Individual variations can also influence iodine absorption. Factors such as age, genetics, overall health status, and the presence of specific health conditions can impact iodine absorption and utilization. It's important to note that trace mineral supplementation alone may not be sufficient to treat alopecia, especially in cases of autoimmune-related alopecia, such as alopecia areata. Alopecia is a complex condition influenced by various factors, including genetics, hormones, and immune responses. It is advisable to consult with a healthcare professional or a dermatologist for a comprehensive evaluation and personalized treatment plan. But it's worth trying these minerals for your hair loss. Next, let's talk about where these minerals can be found. Trace minerals can be obtained through dietary sources, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, and animal products. Although required in small amounts, their deficiency or excess can have significant impacts on health and well-being. Finally, we're going to talk about a non-mineral cause of hair loss that affects almost everyone: stress. The connection between stress and hair loss might not be obvious, and you might be surprised to learn just how much stress can affect the health of your hair. Did you know that stress can also impact autoimmune-related hair loss conditions? One such condition is alopecia areata. Stress can trigger or worsen the onset of alopecia areata by influencing the immune response. Stress triggers the release of stress hormones, such as cortisol, which can disrupt the hormonal balance in our bodies. Prolonged or chronic stress can interfere with the normal hair growth cycle and affect the health of our hair follicles. This hormonal imbalance can contribute to hair loss. Also, stress can cause the blood vessels to constrict, reducing blood flow to the scalp. This constriction limits the delivery of vital nutrients and oxygen to the hair follicles, impairing their function and potentially leading to hair loss. Sometimes, stress can cause us to neglect self-care practices such as proper nutrition, exercise, and sleep, which can indirectly impact our hair health. It's important to prioritize self-care and maintain a balanced lifestyle to support healthy hair growth.